was awful. I'm never going back down there, that's for damn sure.
With things like that wandering around, you couldn't even if you wanted to.
Yeah. Valuable learning experience, right?
Aren't you optimistic? There were a few times I was sure we were done for.
Has Aelfric yet returned? We must present the chalice to the church at once.
You're all safe. How could you sneak off at a time like this?
Some strangers from the outside have kidnapped Master Aelfric.
Aelfric? No, it cannot be true.
It happened as soon as he returned from the monastery. Bandits were lying in wait.
Damn it! How could this happen?
This was clearly premeditated. I am certain it is connected to the bandits we fended off earlier.
Have you alerted the church?
Not yet. It all happened so suddenly. Do you think we should? Can we trust them? If we cause too much trouble, Abyss is doomed.
Now isn't the time to worry about that. We're in no position to cover something like this up. The church has eyes and ears everywhere, so they may already know what's going on. Either way, go and tell them the news. Now.
Sure thing. Understood.
Someone
Also,
kidnapped
if anyone was
Aelfric
wounded,
at a time like
send them
this?
here.
Suspicious.
We'll patch them up with healing magic. Wait, where's Happy? And Linhart?
Happy, wherever did you disappear to? Aelfric has been...
I know. Take a look at this.
What's that?
A ransom
Like a
note!
fancy letter.
That's because it is. It was lying in the classroom. We have abducted Cardinal Aelfric. We can guarantee his safety, for now. If you want to help him, meet us tomorrow evening in the ruins of the old chapel. Bring the chalice. Know that if you alert the knights, the Cardinal's life will be forfeit.
See? I told you! A ransom note!
No doubt about it. This letter must have been left by the people who abducted Aelfric.
Then our enemy really is after the chalice. All the while, they were waiting for us to locate it for them. No, no! Something about this does not ring true.
None of it rings true. So which part in particular are you talking about?
How did the enemy know that we were searching for the chalice to begin with? This can only mean that someone in Abyss is...
You smell a rat. Someone who notified the church of our plan. It's no good talking about theoretical rats right now. First, we have to deal with the problem at hand.
Too true. For once, you are speaking reasonably.
Hey, yo, excuse me, what? He's been speaking reasonably. He's just been lying through his teeth about it as well. It's like, he's not awful, theoretically. Are we just going to be thrown into battles? I kind of want to be just thrown into battles, but the fact that it's taking forever to load up probably means they're loading up Abyss. Probably. Most certainly. Yeah. Just like, alright, here. Hey, so the creator guides restock, alright. Typical places to explore. Sure, what is good?
Aelfric's been taken hostage. Who could do such a dishonorable thing? It doesn't matter. Abyss needs him. We've got to form a rescue party. I just hope we're not getting in over our heads. We don't exactly know what we're dealing with.
I mean, fair point. You don't know what we're dealing with. But anyways, abandoned room, rusted gauntlets, which are probably iron. Rusted axe, which is probably iron. This is the women's quarter, so I'm assuming Violet's form will be changing in here. We got the Wayseer's room, who's never here. Is there really any point to the Wayseer's room? That's what I want to know. Is there a point to that room? Anyways, though. Balthus.
If you ask me, we can't expect to just mosey on by, hand over the chalice, and make it out alive. Nothing sounds better than saving Aelfric and roughing up the jerks who took him. It's just, well, as the relentless king of grappling, I'll be fine. But I'm worried about the others.
Fair enough. You're worried about your friends and how they'll be in a fight. That's always fine, but that's why you bring to next chapter. Okay, so this is technically what, the end of chapter 3 we're in. We're going to start chapter 4 next, but you never know.
We've got to get Alfie back. I was abducted once, when I was younger. My captor used me as a test subject in her twisted experiments. Maybe we can just give them the chalice and they'll release him unharmed.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. They'll do that all... Yeah, they'll do that for sure, 100%. Yeah.
Things were dicey for a bit there. Gotta say, I'm relieved that no harm befell anyone in Abyss. I've made sure that the elderly and children are hidden in their homes. They need to stay safe. Nothing right now, but I might call on you for a favor later. So that's the deal. People are safe for now. But I can't shake the feeling that something's just off. All we
Thank
can do at
you.
this
I'm
point
not
is
the only
focus on
one.
problem staring us in the face.
Whatever. Constance.
I have a word. It concerns the blackguards who abducted Aelfric. I alluded to it before, but I sincerely believe there is a spy in Abyss. We are in agreement then? Yuri is exceedingly devoted to his friends, but there are times that he can be a bit too trusting.
Yuri's devoted to his friends, so I'm assuming he would count you above in that pile. Like, for real though, it's like, who do you think? Like, it's not like Yuri's gonna say, yeah, no, I don't trust Constance. Make it very clear that you're friends
So
in
it
all
turns
this,
out
right?
old Aelfric is a cardinal, huh? Hard to imagine such an important figure getting abducted. And whoever took him somehow knows we have the chalice. I bet they know how to use the thing, too. I doubt they just plan to decorate their mantle with it.
I would. That thing looked good.
According
Just
to the
bring out
legend
the
that
color in
Aelfric
every
shared
room.
with us, the chalice has the power to bring back the dead. Are his captors hoping to resurrect someone? Or perhaps they simply intend to sell it for an exorbitant payoff.
You know, how much would something that could resurrect the dead really go for? I'd say 1,000,000,000 billion gold, all the money on the planet. Or about as much as you can get, realistically. Meh.
The leader of the group that took Aelfric. I've seen him before. He wouldn't hesitate to slaughter an entire town if he stood to gain even a little by it. His laugh chills me to the bone.
Okay, so not the Death Knight. Definitely not the Death Knight, because that man don't laugh. He just said, I would slaughter you for the fun of it, but he won't laugh.
I have seen nothing. I have been here, in this place, where I always am. You cannot think it was me who did something. I am full of innocence.
Is she from Bridget? She sounds like she's from Bridget, given the fact of the way she's talking, but... Hey, Linhart, how's it
I was
going?
speaking with Happy earlier, and it dawned on me that she may possess a unique crest. Perhaps it's linked to the Four Apostles. If so, then in the chasm... No, there isn't enough to back that up. Oh, sorry, Professor. I need to think on this longer before sharing my theories.
Yeah, fair enough. You don't want to start spanning out what people would consider random nonsense before, you know, doing anything else. But whatever. You.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. And it's me. I'm a failure, a farce, an insult to the noble title of Abyss Keeper. Master Aelfric's done so much for me. I wanted to pay him back one day, but instead, I let this happen. I'll never make this up to him. I'm disgusted with myself. Don't look at me, I'm a monster.
That's just an interesting story in and of itself. Something I'm doing right now with my writing, but come on, man. You're not a monster. Don't let one mistake define you.
Aelfric is a prominent figure in the church. If the Archbishop hears what happened, she might send the Knights of Serios. That'd make things complicated. Folks down here don't trust her.
I wonder why. I understand people like Happy not trusting them, but what about everyone else, really?
It all happened so fast. They forced their way in and took Aelfric. There was nothing I could do. We all wanted to fight, but Aelfric stopped us. He always thinks of others first, even if it means sacrificing himself.
Huh. You know, that's actually something respectable. If, like, you're getting kidnapped and everyone's willing to lay down their lives to help protect you. He's like, no, don't sacrifice yourself to protect me. Just go on, live your lives. It's just like, that's commendable. It really is.
What do you require?
Just replenish. Replenish everyone. It's only 280 gold because barely anyone
Farewell.
took some damage in that last fight.
Welcome.
But, let's sell. Just kind of going through everything that we
Will
got.
this one do?
Alright, sell that.
Many thanks.
You know, by the way, can we take this
Will
gold
this one do?
up with us when we go through the
Many
church?
thanks.
I know I said I just like I was gonna do all this and
This
just
one do?
you know
Many
recruit
thanks.
everyone at the very beginning of next
this
month
one
because I
do?
finished like the first
Many
month's mission.
thanks.
So it's just like,
Come back
do
soon.
that. Hold up, got something.
Okay.
The Ashen Wolves are strong, but I don't think even they can do this on their own. You'll lend them a hand, won't you, Professor? Please, save Aelfric.
It's gotten pretty dangerous around here, so we've sent all the children back to their homes. I hope Aelfric's all right.
Perhaps. The identities of the Cardinals are a closely guarded secret of the Church. Yet Aelfric's status was disclosed in that letter. Could this signal a power struggle within the Church? Or perhaps that's what they want us to believe. Either way, we should pay close attention.
We were hoping the chalice would protect Abyss, but it's the reason Aelfric got captured. That's ironic. The people here really adore him. I'm sure they'd appreciate our help getting him back. Then again, are we getting too involved? Maybe we should leave before we make things any worse.
We really lucked out there. Fewer injuries than I would have expected, and most were minor. I suppose the only conclusion we can draw is that they really were after Aelfric all this time.
Perhaps they were instructed to avoid unnecessary casualties.
Is that Aelfric guy really a cardinal? Are the secret cardinals really a thing? I thought that was a myth.
Hard to believe. Did you folks in the Ashen Wolves know that?
No, that's news to me. The identity of the Cardinals is top secret, even within the church. He never would have told us something like that. Oh, except maybe Yuri.
He and I talk about a lot of things. But right now, I'd say we have more important topics to discuss than his title. Aelfric's been kidnapped. What are we going to do about it?
Even if it is in the name of rescuing him, we simply cannot hand over the chalice to those scoundrels.
Let's just give them the thing and be done with it.
Professor, I came as fast as I could when I heard the report. I had no idea you'd be here.
Is this loud, excitable knight a friend of yours?
Precisely so. I'm Alois, right-hand man to the former captain of the Knights of Serios, Gerald.
Oh my, that means our professor here is the child of a captain.
Now, about Aelfric's kidnapping. Since he's an important member of the Church, we must use any means necessary to find him. That said, most of the Holy Knights have been deployed to deal with the Western Church.
Sure, but any knights are better than no knights, yeah?
I like your attitude, though I'm still embarrassed that we're not in full force. But hey, at least we're quite forceful.
Here, take this letter. We believe it was left by whoever kidnapped the Cardinal. In it, the enemy clearly spells out their plan. They're after a chalice that was hidden beneath Abyss.
A chalice, hmm? A chalice? Ah, do you mean the chalice? But no, why would it be there? I've never heard anything about it being stowed away in Abyss.
Then this is gonna come as a shock, pal.
What in the goddess's name? Is that really the chalice from the legends?
The probability of that is unassailably high, yes.
It was guarded by a bunch of giant creepy toys. There was powerful magic protecting it and everything.
Yeah, I saw it with my own eyes. It ain't a lie.
You say so. Wow. That means the story about the chalice being bound was true. Well, what's done is done. Oh, but I guess it's not done just yet. I must report this to Lady Rhea at once.
Hold up. Well, I guess they did come by themselves rather than them just being like, oh snap, we gotta do something about this, like all that and jazz. But they did just show up by themselves. We're on what, chapter 4 technically? Betrayal.
Betrayal.
Really? You just gonna leave me on that? All right, sure, fine, whatever. Just gonna leave me on that note.
So
All right.
that is what transpired. This is indeed the Chalice of Beginnings. It matches the descriptions in the few records of it that remain.
Don't beat around the bush. What's our punishment?
You removed a most sacred treasure. Truly, it is my obligation to mete out punishment for that transgression. However, you also helped the church locate a valuable artifact. In light of this good deed, I shall forgive the bad one. I do wonder.
What is on your mind, Lady Rhea?
I am wondering whether your presence had anything to do with the artifact's unbinding, Professor. As per the Church Chronicles, the 4 apostles secured the chalice with powerful magic. The only way to release the chalice is by using the 4 crests passed down through their bloodlines. However, given the special power you possess, perhaps you were able to unlock it yourself. There is no knowing at present. For the time being, I will keep the chalice somewhere safe. As for Aelfric, I assure you that the knights will find and return him in due time. I consider him to be one of my many children, after all. I will not allow harm to befall him.
Lady Rhea, might I ask a moment of your time? We cannot be expected to give up our endeavor. The enemy stated most clearly that if the knights are involved, our dear Aelfric is finished. We owe him so much. If there is any possibility that his life is in danger, the risk is too great to chance.
True. The knights are strong and all, but they're liable to get him killed. We can take care of it, with Chatterbox's help.
Our professor
Who's
has the strength of
Chatterbox?
100
Wait, you calling me
knights.
Chatterbox?
For
Really?
about 1.5 of me. We've got this. How about it, Rhea? We've been through too damned much to get here. Leave the chalice and Aelfric to us. You won't regret it.
Lady Rhea, please.
If you join
I
your
take full
power with
responsibility
theirs,
for my students' actions.
perhaps there is hope. As you wish, I shall entrust you with the chalice.
Your Grace, the chalice is a legendary treasure. You can't just hand it over to those underground...
That is quite enough. There is no cause to worry, I assure you. There will be no further discussion on the matter. Even if we lost hold of the chalice, it would be impossible for the thieves to make use of it. Though it was created to return a life that was lost, I doubt that anyone alive knows how to accomplish that feat. If someone were to successfully replicate the ritual, it would perhaps be the work of fate.
Hey, boss. Been meaning to ask. How'd you end up down here in Abyss?
What is this? Some sort of interrogation?
Yes.
Yeah, you've never been big on sharing. I mean, you know all about me, and there's still so much I don't know about you.
Look, I get it. Talking about the past isn't easy. But I'm curious, yeah? So get to it. I've got all day.
Do you now? Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to tell you. I'm here because I killed some people from the church.
That cannot be!
What do you mean by that? You have a grudge against the church?
Of course I don't. What kind of person do you think I am? Someone who'd willingly kill others?
If you had a reason,
Originally?
yes.
I attended the academy as Count Ro's adopted kid. There came a point when the church ordered me to wipe out some members from my old gang. Told me it was part of some important mission.
Who is this old gang you speak of?
They were nothing more than common thieves to someone like you, Constance. Anyway, they're like family to me. So naturally, I protested my orders. Things got pretty heated, and, well, the rest is history.
That's some story, pal. You're damn lucky they didn't execute you.
You're telling me. Aelfric stepped in and implored them to spare my life. Told them to consider the circumstances. It's not so different for the rest of you. I'm sure he helped all of us out in different ways.
He did. I was about to be thrown in the monastery's underground jail. People thought I was dangerous, what with my gift and all. It's dark and dingy here, but it sure beats a prison cell. Elfie really saved my neck.
Back to the point. Balthus, what was it you were so curious about? You had ideas regarding why our enemies may be clawing after the chalice, perhaps?
No, nothing like that. But I am hung up on something Rhea said. That binding on the chalice was linked to the four apostles, yeah? I know I've got Chevalier's...
Sorry, but mind if I cut in?
What is it? Can't you see we're busy?
I can, but I just remembered something. Something important. Specifically, the names of the apostles. Oban, Chevalier, Noah, and Timotheus. The four apostles whose bloodlines were lost to time. I figured the Ashen Wolves might have thoughts about all that.
No use hiding it now, Constance. Let's lay all of our cards on the table. As for me, I've got the major crest of Chevalier. When I enrolled at the academy, the church ordered me to keep that tidbit to myself. So I did.
Mm-hmm. And I've got the major crest of Oban. Never did sort out how it is I have this thing.
As for me, the blood of Saint Noah courses through my veins. This is kept hidden, even from the Empire.
Which probably means mine's from Timotheus. I do have a vague recollection of being told my crest is rare.
So the four crests, which were presumed lost, have all been gathered into the same house.
All thanks to our buddy Aelfric, it would seem. And now Aelfric has been abducted. Why could that be? If it was the chalice they were after, they could have stolen it from us without the need for anything sly.
Maybe someone had it out for him. Or maybe he messed around with the wrong people.
Or it could just be unrelated entirely. We're trying to untangle this mess by tying more knots into it. I mean, Balthus, you landed here on accident, didn't you? It's not like that's linked to the rest of us. And I could just as easily have never ended up down here, you know? You're jumping at shadows. Anyway, we don't have time for this. Let's get our act together and head to the chapel ruins.
It seems like you're hiding something, Yuri. It seems like you're hiding something there. But what do I know? I'm just some random schmuck on the internet. Oh, come on. Are you serious? You got more talking, shucking and diving? Come on. Why can't we just go straight to the battle there?
Bringing Lady Rhea a priceless artifact, and not so much as a thank you? We had to release the binding and everything. Well, I mean, it kind of released on its own, but still! Let's wrap this up and head home, so I can get some quality sauna time. Hilda needs a steaming.
I mean, sure, make it that what you will, but I kind of on Hilda said. It's like, oh, we went through all that work for nothing, essentially. What do you mean?
I never understood why my village was hidden away from the rest of the world. But now I finally get it. What a relief.
Okay, sure, fine. I guess, hidden away from the rest of the world.
My head's gonna explode if I keep thinking about all this complicated junk. For now, we just need to focus on rescuing Aelfric and sniffing out some answers. I know it's been one crisis after another, but you're still game to help us, yeah? We need you, pal.
I suppose it's all out in the open. Now you know just what I'm capable of. The church would have destroyed me ages ago if it wasn't for a certain someone having my back. My life was spared. It's a debt I intend to pay, no matter the cost.
Huh. Okay, that's fair enough. Like, you want to tend to pay back your debt and all that. Like, hey, that's
He's worked tirelessly
respectable.
to protect Abyss for years and years.
Huh.
Yet, had House Nouvelle not met such a terrible fate, I would never have come to Garrick Mach. And Noah's bloodline would never... Can his kidnapping really be a simple coincidence?
Or someone planning to deceive you all at the same time. I don't know, whatever.
I can't believe my wild hypothesis was correct. I may not look it, but I'm shocked. It's like casting a line and thinking you've landed the big one, but then you reel it in and it's Seteth. Okay, that was a weird analogy. The point is, I'm very, very shocked.
The thing is, like, oh, you're just gonna catch a normal fish, and then what you thought was the big one was 3 times bigger than the big one. He just threw that knowledge out there. He's like, I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe it'll work or not. But he's like, nope. I just threw that out there. I wasn't expecting it to be true.
I know she said they wouldn't be able to use it, but something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, something don't feel quite right. Not right at all. Oh god, why did I do that voice? Sometimes I hate the voices I do, but it's actually kind of funny how well I could just kind of like combine the two. I say combine the two when I mean just kind of like throw my voice out and change this voice. Because my voice is naturally pretty deep, but I could do really dumb stuff like make it kind of semi-high pitched and all that.
Lost crests? Aelfric's objective? Since our journey's outset, the mystery has only deepened. Please, forgive me. Using aloud isn't going to get us anywhere. For now, let's finish our preparations. I fear a battle is imminent.
Please, yes, we're almost 30 minutes into this video and we have not seen a single fight.
All have their own relics, don't you think? But before we dig into a new mystery, we better figure out the ones we're already working on. I have a theory, but actually scratch that. No use guessing when our answers await at the chapel ruins.
The descendants of the 4 apostles. Fascinating. To think that their bloodlines carried on in secret, right under our noses. One was even disguised as imperial nobility. House Nouvelle was thought to be descended from St. Macule, but that was a fabrication. How did they manage to avoid detection for so many generations?
The power of money. That's why. Power of money kept this thing secret for so many generations. That's how. That's what you want to know. Yeah, neat.
There is danger here, because we could be attacked. But the same danger is there for me on the surface. The only way to leave the danger is to disappear.
Huh. Neat. You gonna try and disappear, lady? Then again, you don't want to endanger your family and all that.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Guess that's pretty usual here. Maybe it's not worth reporting. Perhaps I should say nothing to report? Nah, tried it on, doesn't feel right. In any case, about Master Aelfric. Bring him back to us, okay? For my part, I'll look after things down here. If our enemy shows up, I'll stay by my post. I mean, I have to eat and stuff, but I'll come right back. Count on it.
This guy is just the gatekeeper, but you could even say slightly more comedic. Because gatekeeper just kind of replies to almost everything. It's like if you didn't notice that the gatekeeper gets replaced by his brother in Crimson Flower, it'd be kind of weird if they didn't tell you.
But I'm gonna anyway. See, the problem isn't in the local ingredients. It's what's getting shipped in that's the issue. With the right equipment, we could probably make our own. Cut out the need to import anything. Hell, maybe we could even export some of it. As soon as Aelfric's back, I'm gonna see what he thinks of the idea. So, make sure Aelfric comes back safe, alright?
Alright, I'll see what I can do, hopefully. You know, no promises though.
If the church knows that Aelfric's been abducted, why haven't the Knights of Serios done anything? I know you're all doing your best. I just hope it'll be enough. We can't afford to lose him.
If they send knights, they'll just kill him, which is the whole point of us not sending him anyone to come help rescue him.
Aelfric dies, Abyss will go right back to being the garbage dump it was before. Won't matter too much for an old codger like myself, but the kids, it'd be hard to see their hopes for the future crushed.
You know, that's messed up. Like, it's like, it doesn't matter if I die, but the kids are the ones who are most important. Like, nah, there's probably people who care about you too, old man. Anyways, just finally proceed to battle! Hey, friendo.
Let's not deny that there's a connection between us. How about you and me have ourselves a little date, huh?
What? You want to take me? You're smiling with your mouth, but not your eyes.
It only happens when I'm being a little greedy. When the bell strikes midnight, meet me out front at the Holy Mausoleum.
Why?
My only condition is that you arrive promptly after midnight, and not a moment before. What say you?
Isn't it forbidden to enter the Holy Mausoleum? And why at such a late hour?
It's the most romantic time of the evening, of course. Or is the idea
Really?
of a date with me not appealing to you? Nobles have nearly killed one another fighting for my affections, you know. Perhaps you won't get all you want out of me. But I'll promise you a fun time regardless. It's settled. I'll see you tomorrow night, friend. Don't stand me up.
Yuri, what are you planning? That's what I want to know.
Just
say more dialogue!
The chalice is among the church's greatest treasures, akin to even the hero's relics.
I am well aware, which is why I have already dealt with the matter. Consider this. The hero's relics are fearsome weapons imbued with great power. On the contrary, the chalice has long lost the power it once possessed. It is little more than a token of history.
If that is so, then why is it still considered such an important artifact?
It was created for a sacred purpose. To use the blood of the 4 apostles to return the goddess to our world. Their blood.
Your Grace, is something the matter?
I have an urgent mission for you. Investigate the origins of the Ashen Wolves. Start with their enrollment forms for the Academy. Keep an eye out for falsified documents.
Yes, of course. Understood.
Before you begin, summon Alaris at once. I have new orders for the Knights as well.
As you wish, Your Grace.
If I am correct, we haven't a moment to lose. Another tragedy is soon to transpire.
Another tragedy, you say? That can't be good. Is it like the tragedy of Dusker, or anything else, really?
I can play little part here, save perhaps as a bargaining chip for our dear Aelfric.
Getting yourself captured instead? That wouldn't be good at all, Constance.
I think we should be more worried about B's appearance. I mean, he's got way more, life experience than the rest of us. Life experience makes you look more like a knight than a student, B.
You saying I'm old, pal? Don't forget, you're speaking to the ageless king of grappling.
She's not wrong, Balti. There's a pretty big age gap between you two.
7 years is not that
You're
big.
friends with Hilda's older brother, right? That explains your maturity. You make Hubert look like a spring chicken.
Only 7 years!
Anyway, I'm
It's
wearing
not that
a school
big!
uniform. No way in hell they'll think I'm a knight.
Yeah, and anyone wearing a school uniform is without a doubt a student.
To be honest, for a good while, I actually did think you might be a knight. Who made your uniforms and set up the Ashen Wolf House, anyhow?
If I might so humbly interject, that would be Aelfric.
He pulled everything together for us, sometime after he was appointed as the Guardian of Abyss. Said he wanted to give former students who were expelled from the Academy somewhere to live, somewhere to belong. Of course, all of this was established long before any of us were in the picture.
Seems like he really cares about people. So getting the 4 of you together was a coincidence though, huh?
Perhaps. After hearing all of that, it's not as unbelievable as I thought.
All I know is that he helped me, so I'll help him.
I strongly doubt that I shall factor into Aelfric's retrieval, but I shall follow your lead.
There it is. We owe Aelfric. Maybe your goddess doesn't care about debts, but my fists and I sure do.
Sorry to have roped you into all of this, friend.
It's not. It's former students, so
What
it's not that I
about
mind that much.
The Ashen Wolves really landed an A+ professor. Not just on paper, but in practice too. This is great. Has me ready to get to it and start hitting things.
What's up? Are you scared? You don't cry about it? I'm just kidding. What's up, man?
Ever since I was a kid, I've lived my life by one rule. That I'd only play my hand if I was guaranteed victory. I've gotten this far by using my cunning in any way necessary. Lying, cheating, even killing when there was no other way. But this next play? Well, the odds don't exactly seem to be in my favor. Not unless you trust me enough to provide me with an ace. Never you mind, friend. Let's just go.
Nothing but dialogue. I want to get into the battle. Betrayal. Please, please, Jesus, Lord, I want to fight something. Imagine going through 50 hours of dialogue just to get to play nothing. That's basically how I feel.
At last you've arrived. You certainly took your sweet time.
My flock, why have you come?
Save you, of course. You didn't really think we'd just up and abandon you, did you?
If I may be so bold, we have the chalice you seek. Might I humbly request that you return Aelfric?
You found the chalice? When I told you of it, I never imagined you'd...
Let's make sure it's not some cheap imitation. Hand it over.
Not until you hand over the hostage. There needs to be some degree of a trusting exchange here.
I can see you don't understand your own predicament. We've no issue killing the lot of you and taking it either way.
I can't tell if this guy's ears are stuffed with wool or if he's just this stupid.
Can't say I'm surprised. Thugs like this aren't about to show us any gesture of sincerity.
Yuri, stand down. Leave me. Take the chalice and flee. You must. It is irreplaceable. You must not hand it to these brigands.
You know us better than that. We didn't come here without a plan. Do your thing, Happy.
Wait, do what thing?
Do the thing!
Seriously? Right now?
Do the thing. Do the thing, Happy.
Fine, fine, fine.
Her sigh. She...
I've got to say, that sigh of hers never gets old.
Yeah, glad you like the show. It's not like it's a gift I asked for.
Where did that thing come from?
Absolute cowards. How entertaining. Balthus.
Leave it to me, boss. I got... Damn!
Hey, Balthus, quit screwing around. Oh. Wow.
You cannot tell me that was legit your
No,
plan.
sort
You
of
guys
not.
are idiots.
At least we got Aelfric back in one piece. Now to handle these fools.
Cheap party tricks. Let's make these children scream.
You guys are idiots for following this plan, I swear. Like, really? It's like, oh yeah, summon a giant monster. Alright, Balthus, you handle it. No problem. Oh god, no. That's basically what happened. It was like, oh yeah, here, we're gonna do this. And this plan will definitely totally work and not at all fail. Which it probably will. I'm pretty sure Balthus will probably be on the other side of the map if I'm not incorrect. Let's look. Yeah. Aelfric. Yeah. Aelfric's right here. Alright, so can we zoom out, please? Like, oh god. Oh god. Oh yeah, he is right there. Neat. But the thing is, he was all the way over there. Ugh. Okay, thief leader. Wait, you're the thief leader? Wait, where is the other dude, though? There he is. He has a brave sword, though, and a large bullion. The thing is, people, like, there are so many cutscenes that we actually didn't get much chance to play this episode, so that'll just have to be for next time. So my name is Megazer. Everyone, I'll catch you all later.